Hello guys, through this video I will be giving you an overview of what complex data types are. So first, what are the complex data types? So complex data types are nested data structures which are composed of primitive data types. So basically they are nested data structures which are composed of primitive data types. These data structures can also be composed of other complex data types too. Some examples of complex data types are structure, array, list, map, and union. The complex data types are supported by most programming languages, including Python, C++, and Java. So these are the most commonly used programming languages which support complex data types. A complex data type is a transformation data type that represents multiple data values in a single column position. So there is complex data types are transformation data values that contains multiple datas which are represented within a single column. The data values are called elements. So the values within the columns are called as elements, and each element in a complex data type can be of either primitive or complex data types. Next, we'll be going through the complex data types. The first one is arrays. Arrays are collections of values that are stored under a single variable name. So basically, array is a data structure which is used to store values of the same data type. Like if you create an int array, all the values within the data structure will be of int data type. In MySQL, arrays are stored as JSON arrays. So we store values as JSON format. This is a sample syntax to create an array in MySQL. So create table my table. This is the table name. ID is one of the fields, and we define the data type as int for that. We define primary key. Next one is next column is the my array, which is the field to store the array values. And as earlier I said, arrays are stored as JSON. So we define the JSON data type over here. The above syntax is written over here, and we insert some values. And if you notice, you could see that all the values, like within the my array column, are written within the square brackets as JSON format. This is how we implement, and this is the final result. Next, complex data type are objects. Objects are collections of key value pairs that are stored under a single variable name. So within a single variable name, we store values within the key and value type. Then in MySQL, objects are also stored as JSON, like arrays, or all the objects are also stored as JSONs. The example syntax for creating a table with JSON object column. So this is the query out here. So create table my table ID int my object JSON. This is a similar query as earlier. We just gave a different name for the column name. So this is a query to insert the value into the table. So as you can see earlier, we wrote the values in square brackets, but over here we wrote the values in curly brackets with key and value format, like as a dictionary. After executing the query, we get the result as follows. Next is JSON. JSON is a data format that is used for exchanging data between systems. In MySQL, JSON data can be stored in JSON column type. Example syntax for creating a table with JSON column. So similar kind of query, and over here, while inserting the values, it is same, somewhat similar that to that of saving objects. And the final result is over here. Now let's see how to query complex data types. MySQL provides several functions for querying complex data types. So basically there are two, JSON extract and JSON contains. So JSON extract is used to extract data from a JSON column, while JSON contains is used to check whether a particular pattern of values exists within the JSON column. The example syntax for using JSON extract is select JSON extract. This is the column name, my JSON, and $key1. We are fetching the first key value, or let's say that the key value key, written as key1, and we fetch it as value 1 from my table. This is table name where ID is equal to 1. So once we fetch the value, we get the corresponding value of key one. The second one is JSON contains. This is used to check whether a particular value contains or not, or exists or not. So the query is select star from my table where JSON contains my JSON value one. My JSON is the column name and value one is the value. Like we check whether there is exists a value one. So as of now, we don't have any value, so it returns an empty result. This is a reference for complex data types. You could refer this link to know more about complex data types. Well, this is the end of this short session, and I hope you got an idea of what complex data types are. Thank you.